He's been your favorite guest at the breakfast table for years and years and years. He makes you laugh, he keeps you informed, and he doesn't steal the cornflakes.
Excuse me. Sorry.
It's time for the Morning Wake Up with Steve Shetler.
Yes, indeed. It is that time of the morning on a Monday morning here on Steve Shetler Media. It's time for the Morning Wake Up. I'm Steve. Thanks for hanging out with me on this Monday. And yeah, we're into October. Can you believe that? Coming off of a weekend of an Iowa Hawkeye win. Boy, my wife and I, Stacy, went up to Iowa City, Kinnick Stadium on Saturday. It was a warm day. Pretty nice evening for some Hawkeye football. That win with Cooper DeJean returning the punt return for a touchdown. Also had that fantastic interception. And the Iowa Hawkeye Marching Band playing a Metallica halftime show. That was one of the big highlights for me Saturday evening in Kinnick Stadium. I have been going to Hawkeye games pretty regularly for the last, 25 years. And I've always wanted a Metallica halftime show, and they did it. I was stunned and very happy. I was standing, giving a standing ovation at the end, standing up and down throughout, but I was a happy camper with the Metallica songs at halftime. So thumbs up to you, Iowa Hawkeye Marching Band Saturday night. All right, let's get a look at our forecast for today. Sunny skies. It's another hot one. A high around 92 degrees today. South winds around maybe 7 to 9 miles per hour. For tonight, mostly clear skies. A low of 62. Tomorrow, mostly sunny again. Another warm one. Breezy south winds and a high of 89. Tomorrow night, we will finally start to cool off just a little bit, as a 30% chance of some showers and thunderstorms late Tuesday night. Breezy, a low of 66. Wednesday, still a 50% chance of some showers and thunderstorms, partly sunny, a high of 79. By the end of this week, did I see that right? Let me go to my forecast. By the end of this week, Friday, Saturday, and highs only in the low 60s. Sunny and windy for Friday and Saturday. So Friday, sunny and 61. Saturday, sunny and 60. So we go from 92 today to 60 for a high on Saturday. Current conditions here in southeast Iowa, humidity at 80%. And just a little bit of a southeast wind, about 5 miles per hour. Currently 60 degrees here in southeast Iowa. But again, a hot one today, but cooling down by this weekend. Well, here in the big town of Sigourney, and Sigourney Keota football going to be having homecoming throughout this week. Homecoming festivities this week here in Sigourney and Keota. And let's go to Sigourney High School Principal Shannon Webb. I spoke with Shannon late last week, and here she is telling us all about Homecoming Week. Steve Shetler here on Steve Shetler Media. As you can see, we are at the Sigourney High School with Sigourney Principal Shannon Webb. Shannon, we're talking on Friday afternoon. We just came out of the pep rally where the homecoming court was announced. Yes. And we're heading into Homecoming Week coming up next week. Why don't you tell us, this is going to air on Monday morning on the Morning Wake Up. Tell us all about Homecoming Week and what folks have to look forward to.
All right. Homecoming's always a fun week for staff and students. It will kick off actually on Sunday evening from 4 to 7. Students grades 9, 10, 11, and 12 will have float building down at the bus barn. So the kids are really looking forward to that. Mm-hmm. The theme this year is coming home. So their floats or something around coming home. They can kind of do it however they want. There'll be dress-up days all week for the students. I think Monday is pajama day of some sort. We have jersey day. We have twin day. And then obviously we'll end the week with spirit day, and each class will have different colors. Okay. On Friday, we also have just a fun day for all of us here. And we kind of have class wars. We have a powder puff game. tug of war, just all kinds of different things on Friday for the kids. Obviously, we will come around in the morning and pick up TP. So everyone in town, don't worry. The kids will be out to pick it up. Wednesday is a huge night. That's actually boom night. The parade will start at the elementary, and it will come straight down Pleasant Valley, and then we'll end here at the football field with the pep rally and the crowning of the king and queen. Should be a great week, and we're looking forward to it.
And who do we play on Friday?
We play Colfax Mingo. I had to think about it for a minute. Colfax Mingo on Friday is
Putting you on the spot.
Put me on the spot, yeah. So Friday we will play Colfax.
All right.
We'll kick it off, and then the kids have a dance on Saturday evening from 8 to 11. So,
all right. Yeah, it is a full week, homecoming week coming up. This week, I guess. Once this airs, it'll be this week. So thank you, Shannon Webb.
You're welcome.
We're going to have to do this more often.
We are. I love being on the radio, TV. Come in whenever you want. Okay?
Will do. All right. That is Shannon Webb here on the Morning Wake Up. All right. So we all heard that invitation. I can go in whenever I want to talk to Shannon Webb. She loved being on video. I appreciate her taking the time on Friday for part of Homecoming Week going on this week. You can see right there, coming home once again is the theme, and that goes through this week. Businesses are invited to participate in celebrating homecoming festivities. Dress-up days going on this week. There will be the parade on Wednesday evening. You can decorate your business and window if you want. But yeah, all the festivities taking place in Sigourney this week for SK Homecoming, coming home, the theme for homecoming here in Sigourney. Hey, coming up this week here on Steve Shetler Media, just a little while ago, I did put up a Facebook event. You can join either live on Facebook or live in person. We do have a special country artist coming through. Actually, it's Shelley Lynch. My friend Shelley Lynch, she is a Canadian, and she has been making her way down into the States the last day or two, and she's making her radio tour. She's got a new single out to radio, but she's actually going to stop by. You know, I'm obviously not on the radio anymore, but she'll be making a stop in Sigourney, Iowa at Barnwired coming up on Wednesday. So we'll have, we always have our Friday Iowa Music Showcase, but we'll have a bonus artist this week, Wednesday, 11:30 to noon. So mark your calendars for that. 11:30 to noon Wednesday for country artist Shelley Lynch, live and in person, live on Facebook, live in person at Barnwired in Sigourney this Wednesday. Then coming up on Friday, our normal Iowa Music Showcase, and that features Anderson Coates, talented young man, Anderson Coates, coming up on Friday, 11:30 to noon at Barnwired in Sigourney as our Iowa Music Showcase. Of course, we're coming off a weekend of high school football on Friday, and lots of people getting their nominations in for our Keokuk County Hospital and Clinic's Athlete of the Week, and we'll be getting that poll up shortly. Once I get done here with the morning wake-up, I'll start typing up our poll for today, and we'll have some football players on there. We'll have some volleyball players. I may have gotten in a nomination for a cross-country athlete as well. So, stay tuned for that. You can start getting your votes in here a little bit later on Steve Shetler Media. All right, let's see here. I'm trying to think what else I got going on. Oh, this week, Wednesday evening, we're going to have a new thing here on Steve Shetler Media. I announced it here a couple of weeks ago. For folks in Sigourney, Iowa, I'll be broadcasting live streaming video from the Sigourney City Council meeting. So that starts at 5 this Wednesday. That's a little bit earlier than their usual meetings. So 5 o'clock on Wednesday here on Steve Shetler Media, we will have the Sigourney City Council meetings. So tune in for that if that is of interest. Now, I'm also going to try, we'll see how this times out. You know, I'm pretty much a one-man show. I've got lots of great volunteers throughout the week, like Neil and Alan and Bruce. On Wednesday night, I'm probably going to be on my own. So I might be trucking it from the city council meeting to the SK Homecoming Parade. I'm going to try to get that videoed here on Steve Shetler Media. So we'll see how that times out. Hopefully I'll get at least some of the parade here on Steve Shetler Media. Okay, let's get into some of our normal stuff. I want to see if this works today. I tried this last week and my birthday song did not air. I could hear it in my headphones last week, but you guys couldn't hear it coming through the live stream. So let's try this birthday song for our celebrity birthdays. All right. Party favors, birthday song. I love it. All right. Celebrity birthdays for today. We've got singer-songwriter, American Pie, Don McLean with his 78th birthday. I miss American Pie. We've got singer-songwriter Sting. Not the pro wrestler Sting, but the singer Sting from The Police. And, of course, a great solo career. 72 years old today for Sting. We've got Kelly Ripa, the actress and host of Live with Kelly. 53 years old. Singer Tiffany, I Think We're Alone Now, turning 52 years old today. And is that it? Are those my birthdays? That's it. All right. I guess that's a short list of celebrity birthdays for this Monday. On this day, it was on this date, all the way back in 1950, Charles Schulz Peanuts comic strip made its debut. It only debuted in 9 newspapers at the time. But again, Charles Schulz Peanuts, Charlie Brown and the Gang in 9 newspapers back in 1950. Today is, let's see here, days for today on the National Day calendar. We've got Guardian Angels Day. It's also International Walk to School Day. Let's see here. While you're at school, you can celebrate your janitors. It's National Custodial Workers Day. National Scallops Day. National Kale Day. That's kale with a K. And it's National Pumpkin Seed Day. So those are our days we're celebrating. Of course, we're into October. And, you know, we're basically just 4 weeks from Halloween. 4 weeks from tomorrow. I'm looking up at my calendar on the wall. 4 weeks from tomorrow is Halloween. So only 4 weeks to go to pick out your costume. Hey, it's also Name Your Car Day. Did you know that? AutoNation did a survey. Survey says, and they talked to 2,500 car owners. They asked them what they have named their car. I've never been a name your car type of a guy. Oh, and by the way, good morning to Kathy and Amber. If you're watching this morning, maybe you give me a shout out, and I'll give you a shout out right back. So Kathy and Amber tuning in this morning. It's Name Your Car Day. According to this survey, the number one name for people's cars, and this is for both men and women, they both choose Betsy the car, as their top name for your vehicles. So lots of names with B that start with the letter B, like Beast, Bertha, Bessie, Baby, Big Red, Big Blue, you know, depending on the color of your car. So, but Betsy, good old Betsy, the car, that is the number one car name. Hey, this week is also National Newspaper Week. Does anybody still read the newspaper? I used to. I tell you what, I would go through the sports section and look at the stats and all the information like none other. I cannot remember the last time I looked at a newspaper. Let's see here. It is also Breast Cancer Awareness Month for October. It's Pizza Month. I celebrate pizza way more than just October. Pizza it's kind of a thing in the Shetler house, and we celebrate it regularly. But October, I guess we'll just have to celebrate it a little bit more. It's also National Toilet Tank Repair Month. Do we need a whole month to celebrate Toilet Tank Repair Month? I guess not. Or I guess so. So get your toilet tank repaired if it needs it, I guess. Things you need to know. California Senator Dianne Feinstein, our country's longest-serving female senator, passed away Friday at the age of 90. Yellowstone attracting an average audience of 6.6 million when its 5-year-old premiere debuted on CBS. That actually also rose viewership of Yellowstone on the Peacock network. So, yeah, that goes hand in hand there. Also, the second Republican debate, which was on last week, brought in about 9.5 million viewers. NSYNC, the boy band NSYNC, they've got their first song out in more than 2 decades called Better Place. Why did NSYNC do it this way, though? They have this song on a soundtrack for Trolls Band Together. You're telling me that NSYNC waited 2 decades to put out a song, and they're doing it for a movie called Trolls Band Together? Okay. That hits theaters November 17th. For the first time ever, this is hard to believe, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction is going to be carried live on TV. I can't believe that it's never been on TV before. That's crazy. Let's see here. That'll be on Disney Plus and ABC coming up on November 3rd. So the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which of course they induct folks like Dolly Parton. So rock and roll is not what it used to be, folks. But speaking of rock and roll, there is a rock and roll band called Aerosmith. They have had to cancel all remaining shows this year, postponing them till next year. Hopefully Steven Tyler's vocal cord's going to be better by then. Police, they had to do a welfare check on Britney Spears last week. Did you see the video where she's dancing around with knives, like big kitchen knives? Britney is scaring people. They had to do a welfare check after the Dancing with Knives episode. Also, things you need to know or not know. Hershey, you know, the chocolate people, Hershey has teamed up with the footwear Crocs to offer Hershey Crocs. Crocs shoes in the colors of Reese's peanut butter cups. Those will be available pretty much wherever you get shoes. But yeah, Hershey, Crocs, and Reese's peanut butter cup Crocs. You might want to get those. Today's possible question. Did you know 18% of us have broken up with someone over this? Think about this. Nearly 20% of us have broken up with someone over this. What is this? Because they cheered for a different NFL team. Really? I like football. I like my Iowa Hawkeyes. I don't really care about the NFL. I don't know. I guess that's a deal breaker for a lot of people. And some weird news. This is weird. Texas high school. Of course, football is huge in Texas. And a Texas high school football team, get this, they have 4 sets of twins on the same team. 3 of those are identical twins. You think the coach has a hard time figuring out who's who? Again, 4 sets of twins on one Texas high school football team. 3 of those are identical. Hey, if you went to the movies over the weekend, the majority of you went to see Paw Patrol, the mighty movie. I did not see that. How was it? I bet the kids liked it. Lots of kids flocking to the theaters. $23 million, the take for Paw Patrol, the movie. Also saw 10, because we need 10 of those movies. Do we need 10 of any movie? No, we don't. Saw 10 coming in at $18 million on its opening weekend. So you had the kids going to Paw Patrol. You had adults going to see the scary movie Saw 10. Also, The Creator. I didn't realize that was out now. I kind of want to see The Creator. It looks interesting. The Creator at number 3, bringing in $14 million. The Nun 2, hanging around at the number 4 spot. And The Blind comes in at number 5 with $4.1 million. If you're wondering, Barbie goes down to the number 10 movie. It still brought in about $1.5 million, and overall $633 domestically. So big money there. Finally, let's get out of here with this in some. Nope. I already did that. I don't need to do that again. Let's get a look at our forecast real quick. Today, sunny and 92. Clear tonight, low of 62, 89 tomorrow, breezy, maybe some rain Tuesday night into Wednesday, and then by Friday, a high of only 60. Right now, again, we are at 60 degrees here in southeast Iowa. That'll do it for the morning wake up here on Steve Shuttler Media. Coming up later on this morning, we'll get the Athlete of the Week poll up shortly. You'll be able to start casting your votes for the Athlete of the Week. We'll get our In Remembrance of video coming up at about 8 o'clock this morning. And this evening, you can tune in at 6:30 for Real Talk, as Pastor Aaron Fleming and I will be chatting it up at 6:30 this evening. So tune in. That's coming up today here on Steve Shuttler Media. I got to find my logo so I can get out of here. Here we go. Have a great Monday. We'll talk to you later.